My name is Elizabeth. I'm also known as Bech Beijos on all my social media platforms. I am a foodie. I am Brazilian. I've been living in New York for the past 23 years. And as everybody that moves to this place, to this beautiful city, you go through ups and downs. You know, sometimes you have money to buy some good food. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're struggling. So I decided to go in the streets in New York and ask people, where do you go for a delicious cheap meal? And also, when you're going to splurge and treat yourself, where do you go? And what was the most expensive meal you ever had? Was it worth it? Would you like to share with us? So guys, all the restaurants that was mentioned in my videos is going to be listed in the description. So if you go, if you liked it, put in the comments. If you know, also put in the comments. I am open to learn more about you guys, and I'm accepting suggestions. Let's have fun together. So are you from New York? Where are you from? From Philadelphia. Do you live here now? All right, cool. So I have a question for you. Where do you go when you wanted to, like, spend too much money on a meal? If you go to a cheap restaurant, what do you usually go for?
Like neighborhood,
Anything.
99-cent pizza or a deli.
A deli? And what about when you wanted to splurge? Where do you usually go?
Splurge, I normally come around this area like Lower East Side, West Village,
West Side?
or Harlem. There's good some soul food restaurants that I love.
How much did you ever expand when you're splurging on a meal?
I'm not gonna lie, like maybe first week I moved here, I spent a good $350 on a meal, which is not a lot, but for me, $350 on one meal is ridiculous.
$350?
Like on one meal.
$350? Where did you go?
One meal. Where did I go? I went to a steakhouse up in Midtown. I forget the name. It's like a Brazilian steakhouse. But the bill came out and it was $350 per person.
Per person. Wow. Was it worth it?
That's steak.
It is never worth it.
That's crazy.
That's steak.
Are you from New York?
No, I'm not. I'm from Virginia.
From Virginia, right, cool. How long have you been living here?
2 months now?
2 months now.
Yeah,
You enjoying it?
Oh, I love it. I love
So
it.
again, where do you usually go when you want to, not spend too much money on a meal?
I go to the 99-cent pizza store. I went today.
What about splurging? Where do you go to splurge?
I don't know. I haven't really splurged much, but probably a soul food place or something like that.
How much did you spend?
The most I've spent here has been like $50.
$50? Was it worth it?
Pretty good. It was worth it.
Oh, cool. What kind of food was that?
It was soul food.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
New York.
New York. So where do you usually go when you don't want to spend too much money on food?
Maybe like go for a slice of pizza.
Okay. So what about when you want to splurge? Where do you go?
Splurge. Probably a nice like Italian restaurant. Yeah.
And how much did you ever spend, like, too much money on food?
Like for myself or like
For you?
for me. I would say about like 70.
70?
Yeah.
Was it worth it? No. What kind of food was that?
It was for some sushi actually. Yeah, it was that good.
Thank you so much. Are you from New York?
Yes.
Okay. Where do you usually... Oh, there you go. Which borough? Where do you live?
Manhattan in the Bronx.
Manhattan, Bronx.
Manhattan.
So cool. How much did you ever spend, like, splurging on a meal? The most expensive meal you ever paid for?
When I'm with a young lady, I was splurged.
And how much it was?
Me over 120. And it
Okay.
depends on.
It's always worth it?
It better be. It ain't gonna work.
Super fast. Are you from New York? No. Okay, where are you from?
Jersey.
Jersey? All right, cool. So, where do you go when you don't want to spend too much money in food?
In Jersey?
Anywhere.
Okay. Anywhere? Okay. I usually just go to McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Or Taco Bell. Because they're usually around the same price. And it's not too bad.
Okay. What about when you want to splurge?
Okay. Oh, okay. Whenever I like actually have money, I think to myself, I still am not gonna have too much because I love to spend. So I heard a place that's on TikTok, and it was Bay Terrace Monster Crab. Yeah, I
It was
would.
delicious.
I haven't been there yet.
But that's the
It's
place
on
you're
my list.
planning to go? How much is supposed to pay to go there?
It's $25, I believe, for a super oil.
Okay. And what about places that we went before? What is the place that we spent most money before?
Maybe Red Lobster.
How much you paid for?
I don't even remember, but I just know the prices, like $20 hospice type pricing. That's a lot.
That's good. Is it worth it?
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Cheddar biscuits.
I know. Thank you so much, my love.
Thank you.
The question is, you guys from New York?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from?
The Virgin Islands.
What about you?
I'm originally from New York.
Okay.
But we live in Atlanta now.
Okay, so you guys are visiting?
Yes.
Okay, so the question is, how long have you been in New York now so far?
Days.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you usually go when you don't want to spend too much food on a meal?
Oh my God, a hot dog stand.
Right. Same thing? Okay, what about splurging? Where do you guys go when you want to splurge?
So one of my favorite restaurants in the cities, as a matter of fact, we have reservations at 6:30. It's Tio Pepe's. So they have been around, I'm guessing, at least 30 plus years.
Is it the paella place?
Yes.
Oh, you heard about
Yes.
I saw at this morning's one.
Yeah.
I just tried that.
Yeah, on West 4th Street, the paella is absolutely off the chain.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the splurge situation.
And I don't even know if it's a splurge. I mean, we'll probably come out of there maybe spending $120. For me, that's not.
What is the most you ever spend on a meal?
Oh my goodness.
it. On a charcuterie board. Like $200.
Like $250.
Yeah,
We
I
went
was
on
like,
a-
it was meats and cheeses.
When we
Like,
first
what
started dating, we met up after work one day. We just said we're gonna go and do like a little after work date, have some wine, some tapas. And when I got the bill, I was like, "Is this a blowjob?"
So the question is, was it worth it?
It was good.
Yeah,
It was good. It was different.
Not $250 worth though. Like there was no bread. There was no.
There was no
pie,
blowjob.
no.
You guys love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
You're from New York?
I've been living here for the past 4 years, but I'm from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So let me ask you something. Where do you go when you don't want to spend too much money in food?
There's this place called Misa Boer Cafe right by my house, my apartment in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Off Myrtle Broadway, Misa Boer Cafe.
Okay. It's okay. So the question now is, where do you go when you want to splurge?
Well, I never really like to spend too much money on food, to be
Okay.
honest. But there's this place in Pennsylvania I go to called Chicken Now. And like, if I could have any meal, that's always right.
That's where you go?
Yeah, that's my spot.
So the question now is, how much did you ever spend, like too much money on food?
I'm very like cautious of how much money I spend on food because
What
it's
is
so
the most you
temporary.
ever?
Probably like $30.
$30?
on a meal, and it was like unintentional.
Was it worth it?
No. No.
It's never worth
Yeah, I was sick. Yeah.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
Are you from New York?
No,
No, where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Texas. So you'll be living here now?
Yes.
You're visiting.
I've been living here for 8 years.
All right, cool. So the question is, where do you go when you don't want to spend too much money on a meal?
I go to Top Tire Saigon Shack.
And what about when you want to splurge?
When I want to splurge, I go to Ruby Rosa.
So the question now is, how much did you ever spend, like the most amount of money you spent on food, in a restaurant?
Are you drinking?
Whatever, you splurge, it's your meal.
I think the most expensive meal I've had here was at Maison Close, but it's like a dance place, and the alcohol is the most. But I think on food, probably Teresi or Carbone.
Was it delicious? Was it worth it?
It was delicious. I think Teresi's better than Carbone though.
Thank you so much. What about yourself?
I'm just visiting.
And
from Texas.
not a problem. So I'm gonna ask about the splurge part.
Okay.
How much did you ever spend
On a meal.
on a meal that was like,
Not
oh my
here,
God,
anywhere.
anywhere?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Sydney, Liberty Kitchen in Houston.
Okay, we're both from Houston, and we love this place called Liberty Kitchen.
What kind of food is that?
It's like American, like hamburgers, but
But it also has like
upscale.
seafood too.
Yeah, it's like upscale American seafood.
So that's like this. Okay, we splurge and today we're going to this place.
We got lobster mac and cheese.
My mom
wrapped
still
up
brings
with
up the
milk.
bill to this day. To this day. Whenever we hang out, she asks if we're gonna
Every
eat lobster
time.
mac and cheese.
Oh my goodness,
Time.
this is too
And we're
much.
gonna get the lobster mac.
Girls, thank you so much. That was
Thank
so
you,
lovely.
girls. Thank you.
Are you from New York?
Long story short, yeah.
Okay.
Spent about 10 years here.
Well,
I'm just visiting for the first time. I have moved and I've just come back to visit.
I'm sorry, but where'd you move to?
I've moved to Phoenix,
Is
Arizona.
it good?
It's hot as hell. It's hot as hell.
Oh no.
Let me ask you something. Where do you usually go when you don't want to spend too much money on a meal?
Slice of pizza.
And what about when you want to splurge?
Italian restaurant, West Village. It's called Palma. It's my favorite spot. Beautiful spot. Highly recommend it.
Okay. And what is the most expensive meal you ever paid for?
That's tough. In the city or in general?
General.
I don't know. Maybe like $100, $150, something like that.
Was it worth it?
No. Could have definitely made that one at home. But yeah, but it was good. It was good. But you know, 150 is a little up there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you. Have a good
What's your
one.
name?
Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys.